Hello dear listeners. Welcome to your channel. This is the introduction of the lesson for the third quarter 2025. The title, The Book of Exodus. The author is Dr. Yuri Moskala, Professor of Old Testament Exegesis and Theology and Dean of the Seventh-day Adventist Theological Seminary at Andrews University. Dear listeners, the Book of Exodus introduces us to a powerful, compassionate, and relational God who acts decisively to rescue his people. This divine intervention is not just historical, it is deeply spiritual, revealing God's unwavering desire to redeem and dwell with his people. Exodus presents God as the central figure, not Moses. At the appointed time, in fulfillment of promises made to Abraham, God intervened with power and mercy to liberate Israel from slavery in Egypt. The crossing of the Red Sea and the plagues are not mere stories of deliverance but the greatest acts of salvation in Israel's history prior to the cross, a form of the gospel told through the experience of Moses and the Israelites. Despite Israel's ongoing backsliding and rebellion, God's mercy never failed. He constantly showed himself to be faithful, caring, and committed to their future, even when they questioned or rejected him. His outstretched arm led them from bondage to freedom, not because they deserved it, but because of his love and covenant promises. It is a God of relationship, not just rescue. More than just a deliverer, God is portrayed as a relational being who desires a personal, covenant relationship with his people. His objective wasn't merely to free them from Egypt, it was to bring them into fellowship with himself. At Mount Sinai, God gave them the 10 Commandments and established a covenant rooted in love, not fear. He called them to worship and obedience, not as a requirement for acceptance, but as a natural response to his character and care. The Exodus story is a powerful demonstration of God's grace, patience, and desire for voluntary love. Lessons for today's Christians. The Apostle Paul reminds us that the experiences of ancient Israel were written as examples and instructions for us. Though our external circumstances differ, the spiritual principles remain the same. We, too, journey through wilderness experiences. We face tests of faith, seasons of waiting, and calls to trust God in uncertainty. By studying Exodus, we gain insight into God's character and his methods of leading, correcting, and redeeming. It calls us to reflect on our walk with him. Are we trusting, obeying, and growing in relationship, or repeating the mistakes of the past? Each week will highlight core messages and events that show how God transforms a people from slaves to worshipers, from wandering exiles to a community built on faith and purpose. Thank you.